So you got the house. Yay! Now, let's get you to closing. This video is the first in a series of videos that is designed to give you the information that you need before you get to the closing table so you feel comfortable and know what to expect. And today, we're going to talk about some of the programs that may be available to you to help you out with down payment and closing costs. I'm Carol Ann Reed with The Real Deal, the place for you to go to get the confidence and the clarity that you need to make the right real estate decisions for you. Now, imagine this scenario. You have saved and saved and saved. You found a house for $200,000. You have $10,000 in the bank. Yay! There's your 5% that you need to get your 5% conventional loan. And you forgot about closing costs. Closing costs on a $200,000 house, that's $6,000. That only leaves you $4,000 for your down payment. $4,000 on a $200,000 house is only 2%. Guess what? You no longer qualify. Now, of course, this is not going to happen in every scenario, but the money that you have to pay in closing costs does take away from your down payment budget. And it certainly can mean the difference between getting a good interest rate or a mediocre interest rate for a conventional loan. Or in extreme circumstances, it certainly can be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Now, the good news is, because there are so many people that think that home ownership is super important, there are a ton of programs out there to help. They could be government-backed programs, something coming out of the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, or they may be private charitable organizations like Habitat for Humanity. And there's several different forms that help could come in. It could be just a total grant. Never have to pay it back, no strings attached. It could be a forgiven loan. A loan that they give you, take care of those costs, but you have to live in that house for a certain period of time, like 5 years. It could be a no or low interest rate loan that you pay at the same time you're making your mortgage payments. Or your lender may give you some credits to pay for those closing costs, although they may want to roll those costs actually into the cost of the loan. So be aware of that, because sometimes they charge a higher interest rate because of that. Or if you qualify, it could just be a second mortgage. And every state has programs for people. Now keep in mind that they are usually geared toward low to moderate income families. However, some of them are actually even geared toward crisis survivors, like survivors of domestic violence or survivors of natural disasters. And every one of these programs has different rules and requirements. Now, one place that you can go to start finding some of these programs for you is if you go to hud.gov, HUD.gov. That is the website for the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And then you go to their homeowner section, choose your state, and you will find information there that will lead you to some of the programs available for you in your state. Or you can Google your state and Housing Finance Authority, HFA, and there will be information there on programs as well. Now, as you go down below and like this video, there are a few things that you should keep in mind. Not all lenders work with all programs. And there's most likely going to be eligibility requirements. Things like income, your credit score, the type of property it is. Maybe it has to be a single family home. It could maybe have to be your primary residence, or there might be a price limit so you can't get something too expensive. There may be limits on the type of loan you can use. There may be limits on the status of you as a buyer, like if you are a first-time home buyer or not. And sometimes you even have to go take some classes in home ownership before you can qualify. Now, if you don't want to go the route of finding a program that fits you and your circumstances, there are other things that you can do. You can ask the seller to pay for your closing costs. You could have it gifted from a family member or a friend. If you do that, you need certain documentation, and your lender will be able to help you out with that. Some lenders will allow you to roll those costs into the loan. And if you qualify, you could just tack it on as a second mortgage. But if you are going to seek out one of these programs to help you out, just know that you should shop for the program and qualify for your loan at the same time so that the lenders and the program people can coordinate together to make sure everybody works together well. And this process could take a month or more. So make sure that you get all of that set into place before you go shopping for a house. And I'm also going to put a link in the description below to this awesome article that I found on mortgagecalculator.org that has a ton of links for information and resources to all of these different programs. And like I said at the beginning, this video is the first in a series of videos that is designed to give you the knowledge that you need so that you can go to that closing table with confidence. We are going to have videos on the paperwork you can expect, some of the terminology that you're going to hear, what to do on a final walkthrough and have a checklist so you know what to look for, and even what to do if your closing is delayed or you need an extension. So if you want to see the videos in this series with more information, feel free to go down below. There will be links in the description. However, if those links are not there yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that when those videos become available, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. See you next time.